Everyone who lives or works in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia has one thing in common: a tremendous respect for the armed services, the men and women who put themselves in harm's way so that we can enjoy the freedoms of this incredible country. The west-facing wall of the upper deck restaurant will be a perfect canvas. This is where we're going to paint the third installment of the Great American Mural series. We're going to be doing this wall to benefit Wounded Wear, which is a wonderful organization based out of Virginia Beach by a serviceman who was severely wounded in action.
Wounded Wear provides a very unique thing, something that I have not seen done with any other nonprofit, and I know it's unique because, you know, not only am I the president, I'm also a member.
During his recovery process, he noticed a couple of things that could be done better to take care of the people who have to go through that.
Wounded Wear provides free fashionable clothing and clothing modifications to wounded warriors, and we raise the national awareness of the sacrifice of our wounded, their families, and the families of fallen service members.
The biggest thing that any charity needs, any nonprofit organization, is to get the word out.
And I told Sam, you know, I got a great idea. Let's paint this mural, and we turn all of this into one big event.
We met up, had a couple conversations about subject matter for the mural. What is the average person walking by going to understand? What's going to really impact and hit home for them? The helicopter coming in right there, and 4 guys with a wounded comrade on a stretcher rushing towards the landing helicopter.
Our mission is recognizing the cost of freedom. It was a great fit, and once we pushed the go button, I never looked back.
Man, that's a lot of wall. Now that the lift has been delivered, it's time for a quick trip over to Lowe's Home Improvement. I'm going to run around the store looking for all the things I'm going to need and depend on the people in the paint department to do what they do best. This mural will need to deal with the weather down at the Virginia Beach oceanfront, so I'll be using Valspar Exterior Severe Weather. Considering how old that building was, the wall was actually in surprisingly good shape. A good thick coat of primer should be enough to make sure that anything I paint on this wall should be around for quite some time. The primer's had plenty of time to set up overnight, so now it's time to break out this Valspar Severe Weather and put it to work. Hopefully they won't be too long. It's just guys doing their jobs. We'll get back to the wall. Working with Wounded Wear was a real eye-opener in what a wounded veteran has to deal with.
What happens, you get out in public, and the average individual tends to stare at what is not normal, and you are now not normal. And I felt that. I would go out into public, into the land of stares and gawks, as I used to call it, and it would make me angry. I wanted to draw attention to the fact that there's hundreds of thousands of individuals who have sacrificed, who have bled and been scarred so that others may live free. And all of those things came together to create Wounded Wear. And then we created additional clothing that anybody can wear to show their support for what made this country what it is.
When you're painting a wall this big, you have to cover a lot of space fast. The spectators enjoyed the show, but the people in Wounded Wear are depending on me to finish this, and I've got less than a week. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Got home last night, ready to get some rest, get back here bright and early in the morning, and looked at the weather forecast, and it's supposed to rain all day today. So I got back here and worked all night to bring you this, and it's perfect timing. It's just now starting to rain on me. Sometimes Mother Nature just will not cooperate. The weather was a pain in the butt. mist kept falling all day Wednesday, but luckily the wind was blowing just so, where no matter how much it rained on me, the wall stayed dry. Alright, it is Thursday morning. Now, all things being equal, with the dedication ceremony on Saturday evening, that would give me plenty of time to finish. Except that the weather forecast is for rain between noon today all the way through Friday afternoon. I'm losing time here, gotta get to it. This is gonna be close. Every time I turned around, the sky was telling me a different story. In that situation, there's only one thing you can do. Keep your head down and paint as fast as you can, because you never know when you're just going to run out of time. I turned around and there's a wall of cloud there. Where are the storm chasers when you need them? Oh, are you kidding me? So you have to stop painting. Hopefully the paint has time to dry before it gets rained on. You do what you have to do. Okay, it's Friday morning. We lost a lot of the day yesterday to rain. It's supposed to be raining right now. Thank goodness the weatherman was wrong. That's probably further inland. The dedication ceremony is tomorrow. There is always a surprise on dedication day. This time it was 5,000 people running underneath me while I painted in the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. Luckily the weather was incredible as the people from Wounded Wear started setting up for the event. The people from Wounded Wear were there setting up, trying to prepare for the dedication ceremony. One of the people there had their daughter with them, and she comes up to me, just happy as can be. Hey, can I help? I put a brush in her hand. She did a great job. Followed directions well. It couldn't have been more than maybe 8, 9 years old. She did great. As time for the dedication ceremony drew closer and closer, I still had one surprise on my sleeve for Mr. Redmond. You should have seen the look on Jason's face when I put that brush in his hand.
When Sam handed me the brush and said, paint this, I thought, I'm not an artist.
This had to be more than just adding a splash of color. People started asking just the right question.
Did you have to put so much blood on him? And pretty funny. Not funny on the battlefield because combat wounds, there is a lot of blood.
September of 2007, Jason's assault team came under heavy machine gun and small arms fire, was severely wounded in an ensuing firefight. Jason Redmond. How we doing today? Absolutely a beautiful day in the land of the free and the home of the brave. How about this mural in front of you? Spread the word. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless America. Thank you.
After the dedication ceremony, it was time to relax a bit. There was plenty to eat, plenty to drink, and plenty of fun to go around. The only thing left to do now is to spread the word.
New tonight, recognizing wounded and fallen service members. A mural honoring the troops was unveiled tonight in Virginia Beach. It was dedicated by the organization Wounded Wear. They promote the sacrifices made by wounded warriors and their families.
It's a site that Jason Redmond knows all too well. A wounded former SEAL whose mission is to bring to people's attention the sacrifices service members make.
If we put the ghosts of America's warriors past in the background, looking upon our current warriors who are, fighting now to preserve everything that the warriors past have built for us.
He's the creator of Wounded Wear, an organization that provides modified clothing to America's wounded service members, and dedicated this mural in honor of wounded and fallen soldiers. The idea was spearheaded by Redmond and mural artist Sam Welty.
We originally talked about, hey, let's put this together. Let's do something that truly draws people in. And when they look at it, it makes them recognize the sacrifice that has made this country what it is.
The idea is to find groups, individuals, something about the community that is inspirational, that everyone needs to know about, stories that need to be told.
But it's more than images on a wall. Redmond says it's a reminder of the price soldiers pay for the country's freedom.
It is absolutely awe-inspiring.
Now, the mural is located on the side of the Upper Deck restaurant in Virginia Beach.
In the end, the event was amazing. We raised over $27,000.
We had 1 week to do everything.
It was through tremendous hard work and dedication and the sacrifice of hundreds of thousands of individuals, millions of individuals, if you start looking at those who have fallen and those who have been wounded, to make this country what it is. And that is exactly what that mural represents.
Everything turned out so well, and we were able to do some good for a lot of people who need it.